That is my song. Dennis, how we doing today, man? I
I'm
was
doing
gone
good.
last week. I appreciate you running the show and everything like that. Really appreciate it. It was a great show last week. But how we doing today, brother?
I'm doing real good, man. I'm doing real good.
That's good, man. You know, the playoffs done started, we've
Yeah,
been waiting.
yeah.
We've been waiting for it.
We have been waiting for it right now. The Boston Celtics are beating the Philadelphia 76ers 27-26, second quarter of the game.
So I think the first thing to do, like I said, I mean, we're gonna go through the first games that we played, obviously. First thing on the docket was they had the Jazz versus the Nuggets, and then also the Raptors versus the Nets, and then we're gonna break down each playoff series also too. So guys, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Let's have some fun, truly and really.
Let's have some fun.
All right, let's get it started. So, like I said, the first game that played today was the Nuggets and the Jazz. What was your take on that series? I mean, on that
Oh,
game?
that actually was a good game. It went to overtime. Donovan Mitchell,
Yeah,
57 points and 9 rebounds. Tried to will his team to a win. It just wasn't enough. As Rashawn was telling me, he needed more help from Jose Calderon to hit some more big shots instead of bricks. Um, and Denver, man, Denver's a deep team, man. That is a deep team to try to beat,
I
But
think what
I think they got a chance.
they do, they do. I did see something though. I saw, and I was talking to Sean about this earlier about Rudy Gobert and stuff. Which I'll get on that later. But I want to give a applause to Jamal Murray because I always had an ill will against the guy because the guy's very iffy. He might show up, he might not. It just depends. And boy, the guy showed up.
Showed up, big
The
game.
guy showed up today. And I'm proud to say that the guy was actually there playing today. What I will say is Jokic balled out as always. And then you had a little hint of Michael Porter Jr. too in the beginning of the game. The Denver team is definitely deep though. From top to bottom, it's pretty deep. The problem with the Jazz is just going to be they're really top heavy. I mean, it seems like they have a deep team, but they're also missing Michael Conley too, which helps. But they're very top heavy, and that's going to hurt them in the long run as far as such. I was saying that I had this series going to 5 games with the Nuggets winning in 5. But Donovan Mitchell balled his heart out, and I know he's going to do that literally every single game. It didn't help that Joe Ingles wasn't hitting. It didn't help that Jose wasn't hitting. Rudy Gobert played a decent game, but, I mean, it wasn't great. He needs help. He just needs help from his teammates. If he gets a little help from his teammates, who knows? They could have stole that first game. That guy was literally balling his heart out. But, hey, I'm proud of Donovan Mitchell as always. It's a U of L guy, Kentucky guy, so definitely big shout out to the guy. Anything else in the series?
No, that was about it.
Who do you have? Who do you have winning the series? And then who do you have?
I got Denver winning the series. I think it's gonna happen in 6 though. From
6.
the way I seen Utah play tonight, I think it's gonna happen in 6.
Okay. All right, going to the Jazz versus. I mean, I said Jazz. I'm sorry. Going to the Raptors versus the Nets, which I think is the worst playoff series on the docket. It's just because the simple fact the Nets don't have anybody now.
I think the Nets are gonna steal one.
You think?
I think the Nets are gonna steal one, man. That bull Karis LeVert is a baller, man.
Oh, Karis LeVert is a baller. He is. That's what I said. I mean, best believe. If they actually, when they get Katie and Kyrie back next year, I mean, and they keep everybody there, that team's going to be a problem. And I would be scared if I was ever. I mean, I would be scared, me personally, playing against them. But I think this series is gonna. I think it might. I can see them maybe still one, but I think it's gonna be a sweep though. I just don't see them getting one. I think it's gonna be a sweep. I think the Raptors are just too strong right now at the moment. Kyle Lowry's been playing well. So has been Pascal. Mark Gasol has been playing well. Their team is just pretty deep also. I actually have them possibly making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, maybe even the finals. It just depends to see how Boston is and how they play against you guys. But I got it in 4.
Okay. And 4. That's a clean sweep. I hear that. I got the Nets winning one game. I just got the Nets winning one. So what's your next take on the next series?
The Boston. You talking about the Boston? Your boy Boston versus the Sixers.
Yeah.
So with that one, it's tough. I want to say like, hey, yeah, the Sixers is going to be. I mean, I think if they had Ben Simmons, they would have had a chance. I think they still do semi have a chance. What I've noticed, and I've been telling you, we talked about this too. We've both noticed it that when one of them are out, they kind of play a little bit better without each other. They kind of play just a little bit better without each other, which is very crazy because you wouldn't think of that. But I do think that the Sixers do have a chance, which is why I think they're going to push it to Game 6, possibly Game 7. But I do have the Celtics winning it.
Oh, okay.
Are you being a homer? Are you going with your pick?
Yes, I got the Sixers winning this in 6.
Why is that?
Because right now Embiid is playing bully ball with these boys, and it's too easy.
As he should. As he should. I mean, I don't expect nothing less from the guy.
And Tobias Harris just came to ball today. The fact that Boston doesn't have a down low presence is the reason that I think the Sixers are going to win this in 6.
I can see that. I mean, really? I can see it. I can see that, but you actually go ahead.
I mean, because this is the same person that thinks the Blazers are going to put out the Lakers, but he just said because Boston don't have no down low price. But anyway, go ahead.
So
that's a different situation.
Yeah, I know.
One thing I want you to notice then is though that you always preach and pray that that guy on that team is elite. If that guy's actually elite, he won't. And he has Jaylen Brown in company and Marcus Smart and Kemba Walker. He won't get eliminated from the playoffs from the Sixers when they're missing Ben Simmons. That should never happen.
I think it's going to happen because, like I said, Ernest Canner is not enough. That's the reason why Ernest Canner is not enough to deal with Embiid.
So I want you. So look. So you say this. If he gets eliminated, I want you to know that you can stop calling him elite. Then, right?
That's the same guy that in his rookie year went to the Eastern Conference Championship. Are we talking about the same guy?
Yeah, I mean, hey, and he's wildly inconsistent.
I don't think that stops you from calling him elite.
It does. Come on, Dennis. If a guy is inconsistent, how can he be elite?
I'm just saying. I'll wait. I'll wait on the situation. That's all I'll say. I'll wait.
So you got 6. I got 6 in Celtics. You got 6 in Sixers. All right.
All right.
Let's go with the OKC versus the Rockets. What you got with this one?
I think the backstory and the beef to this whole situation makes it it's going to make it a great series. I want to say that OKC is going to win this one, but I'll just say it's going 7 games. That's what I'll say.
7?
This is a 7-game series. It's going to come down to Steven Adams and PJ Tucker.
So I actually have this being a 5-game series with the Rockets winning in 5. OKC, you had a great season, but your run stops here. Sadly, your run stops here. Let me say that.
Okay. OKC. Oh, listen. OKC ain't no joke. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're not, and I give it to them. They're very good, and I think that they're gonna put up a match. But I don't think they have too much for Russell and the way Russell and James are playing right now. I don't think they got too much for them right now. I think they're gelling really well right now as a team and as a duo. And not saying OKC isn't, but I'm going to take those two over OKC at the moment. Clippers, Mavericks. What do you have on this one?
Clippers and the Mavericks. I think I'm going to go with. You know what? I'm going to be the ignorant thinker himself. I'm going with the Dallas Mavericks. I love me some Luka Doncic.
Yeah, come on, that's not happening. You know that, but
I'm going with the Dallas Mavericks, and I'm going with the Dallas Mavericks in 6.
I got Clippers in 5.
I'm telling you, both LA teams going home in the first round. The whole city of LA going
No.
to play that.
That's what brings us to our next discussion. Then the the Lakers versus the Blazers. You have who?
I got Melo. I got summertime Melo in 6. I'm telling you, Melo's going to win Game 5. Game 6 is going to be hella close, and Dame's going to hit his. I guess we could call it his routine 3-pointer that he hits on every team when he closes them out.
No, I don't think it's going to be close.
Oh, it's going to be close.
The
only thing that's going to separate this game is 2 things going to separate this game: defense and rebounding. If Portland does not defensively rebound, they will lose this game.
I got Lakers in 5. Here's the reason why.
Oh, you tripping?
Here's the reason why. Blazers might be hot and everything, and I get it. I understand it. But they're going to get to playoff Bron. And they're going to get some fresh Anthony Davis, who's been sitting for the last 2 games.
Which is a bad thing.
No, it's a great thing. It's a great thing.
Okay.
They're going against a revamped, fresh team full of veterans, and they're savvy. Okay. Real savvy. They have the savvy veteran side on their team right now. I'm about to get ready to tell you what's going to happen, though.
I don't see too many rookies on Portland, but I hear you.
I'm about to get ready to tell you what's going to happen. Newark, Julius Newark, is going to get destroyed.
Yeah, Anthony Davis is going to get the best of him.
No, he's not going to get the best of him. He's going to destroy him.
Nah. He's just going to get the best of him.
Just like Damian Lillard is going to destroy their point guard. You know what the problem is going to be, though? You want to know what the biggest problem is going to be?
Nah, what's the biggest problem?
Damian Lillard is going to be burnt out by the 3rd game.
Oh, that's something I expect. That's why I expect CJ to take over one of them games.
Okay.
My back final.
When you get a chance, pass that back so we can talk about some of them series y'all talked about already.
I mean, you can hit it right now.
Dennis is he be tripping sometimes.
That's go ahead.
Did y'all went over already? I went over the Sixers in Boston, right? Yes. So I see that going to Game 7. If Simmons was playing, I had the Sixers winning in 6. But because Simmons is not playing,
true,
and that guy Tatum is a dog, and I mean dog.
He's dogging us right now.
That supporting cast he's coming with Kemba Walker and the defensive beast and Jaylen Brown and the rest of that tandem that they coming to play with, I feel like this one may be a 7-game series.
Hey, Kellen said Westbrook not playing.
I'll get to that in a second.
Is he not?
Who else did y'all go over? Who else did y'all went over the?
Wait, Westbrook's not playing?
No, he got injured.
When?
He caught like a arm injury. I think it was he tore.
Y'all talked about that series. Y'all did talk about that series. If Chris Paul stays healthy, MVP Chris Paul, and I'm gonna keep saying that MVP Chris Paul. If he stays healthy, then OKC wins.
No, they
Why
don't.
I think OKC wins? Because that team has been underestimated the entirety of everything since Westbrook's left, since Chris Paul's got there, since they got Billy Donovan. Everybody has been undermining this team. And every time, to me, it seems like this season, they have defied every odd that has been in front of them. And they have the best record they've had since Kevin Durant left. That means they had a better record than when they had Paul George, Russell Westbrook, and Melo. That's ridiculous. And they don't even have a superstar.
So what I want you to realize, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I get you. I understand you. We were talking about this earlier. Mm-hmm. Respect Chris Paul. He's great. I get you. I understand that.
Oh, shit.
But Russell's only out 1 game, too. He's not out for the whole series. He made it like he was out the whole series. He's out 1 game. But what's going to happen is James Harden and company is going to be too much. They're going to shoot their lights out. The Thunder are playing with a younger team with barely any playoff experience other than Chris Paul, who gets injured literally every single playoffs, especially when it matters.
But you said Russell Westbrook, like that matters.
Oh, it matters. It matters a lot.
Stop. Russell Westbrook. When's the last time Russell Westbrook, as good as he is, as the MVPs and averaging all these triple doubles, when's the last time your man has seen the second round of the playoffs?
When's the last time that Chris Paul actually stayed healthy for a whole playoffs?
Not the whole playoffs, but he always makes runs now, doesn't he?
Oh, he makes runs, but he doesn't stay healthy. So that's what's going to happen. He's carrying a bit low. He's carrying a good little low. It's only him, Willie, and Shea. I mean, the team is decent. It's well-coached team. But honestly and truly, when you get to the playoffs, you have to have that guy that's going to be able to put up a 30 to 40 piece. And I'm not saying Chris Paul can't, but not on a consistent basis. They don't have that. You have to have that guy. They remind me of that Nuggets team when they had Kenneth Faried, Gallinari, Wilson Chandler, who was when they had George Karl as their coach, no star at all, making it to the second round of the playoffs. This is what this team reminds me of. It just reminds me of that team.
Remember, and they gave the Lakers fits.
They did, and they still lost.
They gave the Lakers fits in that playoff run.
But they still lost, right?
I mean, yeah, right afterwards.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is they got to the second round when they wasn't supposed to. I feel like OKC is one of them type teams. Now, go ahead, bro.
So I'm going to tell you this now. The Rockets are going to beat them in 5. And then the Rockets are going to go on and beat the Lakers in 6.
Oh, child. You is coming crazy. We're going to get there. We're going to get to that.
We'll get there next week. We're just doing our first week predictions. That's all.
So we went over the Clippers and the Mavericks.
Yep.
Come on. It's no secret ain't no secret who I got. It ain't no secret. I got the best in the world, Kawhi Leonard. It don't matter to me. Kawhi's going to the chip. You already know. I don't care what nobody's talking about. Kawhi being the chip. Any series that y'all went over that I missed? Am I late on something? Or we was on the Lakers?
No, we are now on the Bucks series, and we have the Heat Pacers left. So we got the Bucks Magic. I got the Bucks in 4.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a clean sweep. If it's not a clean sweep, then Giannis ain't doing something right.
If it ain't a clean sweep, I've been hating on Giannis for all the right reasons.
If it's not a clean sweep, then Markelle Fultz finally found out how to be a number 1 pick.
Oh, stop it.
Wait a minute now. Markelle Fultz been playing decent.
He playing all right.
He been playing decent. All right, next we got the Heat Pacers.
7 games. TJ Warren.
No, sir. You are tripping. You're on crack. Stay off the weed. Do you not see what they just did?
This series is gonna be nice.
It's not going to be. It's not.
Are you sleeping on Oladipo?
Oladipo hasn't played well the whole season since he came back. He's still hurt. You can tell he is. He's been limping around.
A lot of people that wasn't playing good until this bubble though.
TJ Warren's their best player.
TJ Warren ain't get good till the bubble.
If TJ Warren their best player, did you not just see what Jimmy Butler did to TJ Warren?
That's one game, bro.
He's done, bro. Jimmy Butler is his dad. Every single game they play, Jimmy Butler made that man his son.
I know about one. I know about the last one.
And the game before that, before the season stopped. And the game before that, every single game, Jimmy Butler made him look like his son.
The quarantine knocked my memory out with Jimmy Butler madness. I don't know nothing about none of that. I'm just saying, as far as the bubble goes, they've had one game against each other. Jimmy Butler got the better of the matchup.
Okay, so even still, he got the better of the matchup. And then the team didn't play good. The Pacers didn't play well that game either. The defense was stout by the Heat. The Heat winning 5.
I don't see 5. I see a 7-game series.
I don't see 7 at all. I'm sorry.
I see the Pacers pulling that out. I'm just being honest.
Oladipo has played. Who's their second option? Because their first option really isn't TJ Warren. Their first option is Sabonis. Who's their second option?
Sabonis is a dog.
He is. So who's their second option?
I mean, right now it would have to be TJ Warren.
Yeah, the guy had a good little stint. I bet when he comes into the playoffs, which you'll see tomorrow, he'll be averaging a smooth 12.
Okay.
And Oladipo's going to average 14.
Do we have a over and under on that?
Yeah.
Can I get an over and under on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe that T.J. Warren is going to at least get 20 plus.
No, not on Jimmy. You better hope Tyler Hero's guarding him, or Kendrick Nunn, or Duncan Robinson. If Jimmy Butler is guarding him the whole game, and he's on him most of the game, he's averaging 15, 14.
Jimmy Butler is not scary.
He doesn't have to be scary. He's a good two-way player though. Plays defense.
Chad, let me ask you this, Chad.
He's okay.
Let me ask you this: Jimmy Butler or PG-16? Who you want?
Oh, here we go.
I'm asking Chad.
Here we go.
Are we talking about the Paul George of old?
We're talking about PG. It don't matter old or new. You ain't taking Jimmy Butler over PG.
I'm gonna take Paul George just because he got his team to the Eastern Conference Finals when he was with the Pacers. Recently though, playoff P doesn't exist. He sucks in the playoffs. So if we get that playoff P, the Clippers won't be going too far.
It's Kawhi over there.
Yeah, I know, and I trust Kawhi, but I don't trust Paul George. That's for sure. You know, the crazy thing is, Paul George made that whole commercial, that Gatorade commercial, him hitting the game-winning three, and then the night afterwards, he missed the game-winning three when he was shooting like 5 for 15. That boy sucks in the playoffs. No, he sucks in the playoffs. He hasn't been good in the playoffs since he played for the Pacers.
It happens though.
Sean, how did that happen?
Explain to me how LeBron only had 4 points in the fourth quarter of the finals.
Sean, how does that happen?
It happens. People have bad games.
One game. It's not one game. It's literally a consistent amount of years since he left the Thunder.
I mean, let's be real.
Since he left the Pacers.
And he lost to the Blazers on a buzzer beater, which he was playing. He was playing good defense.
Okay, we get it. He plays good defense. We know it.
He played good defense pretty much every time he got put out. Now, I can't blame that OKC nonsense on Paul George.
That was some nonsense. I don't blame that on nobody but Westbrook.
So, no one's blaming anything on the guy. I keep trying to tell you, though, the guy has not played a good playoff series since he left the Pacers, though. That's a problem. That's a problem to me. And if you don't think that's a problem.
So the question is, there is no playoff P. There's no such thing.
No, absolutely not. It's non-existent. Hence is why I'm scared to see what he does in the playoffs with Kawhi Leonard, because I think he's going to mess up Kawhi Leonard's chances of getting to that chip. Because if he plays like a playoff P, like he calls himself, oh boy, they're in some trouble.
Jason Tatum got 17 points in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Hey, the kid's good, man. Say wildly inconsistent, though. I'm going to keep telling you.
Here we go with the Heat.
That's the word of the day. Inconsistent. Because that's all you've been saying today.
Because a lot of these players, our name is inconsistent. Paul George is inconsistent in the playoffs.
I'm trying to figure out who is consistent.
But Jimmy Butler is inconsistent.
You're right, and I agree 100% wholeheartedly. Correct.
Now who is consistent?
LeBron James.
No, Brian who?
No, he's not.
LeBron James.
No, he's not. You can't say that.
So we're talking about the guy who literally averaged triple in the finals? Are we talking about the guy?
How many finals he won?
It doesn't matter. We're not talking about.
Whoa! But we're talking about consistency.
He can't win the finals by himself. He can't win the finals by himself. He can't win the finals by himself.
Oh, you know what, Chad? I get it. You know what LeBron is consistent of doing? Always having the best players on his team. He's consistent of doing that.
Hey, who's the best players on it? Who's his best players on his team?
Is Anthony Davis not
over to Anthony Davis? Who else do they have on his team that's the best player? That's good, actually.
Did he not play with Kyrie Irving?
Hold on, wait. Who else is good on this team right now? Actually good.
Kyle Kuzma's not good?
No. Literally a month ago. Actually, I remember you talking trash about the guy. You're not about to sit here and give me his Kyle
Dennis grinds Kyle Kuzma up. I like Kyle Kuzma.
Because he's trash. Dennis is right to grind him up.
I like Kuzma more than I like Danny Green.
Everybody likes Kuzma more than they like Danny Green, who can't shoot a shot anymore. Who else is good on the team, huh? Next, you're going to tell me JaVale McGee's good?
JaVale McGee is good in a different way, though.
That's JaVale McGee is only good. He's only good when he plays with the Warriors.
Oh, Charles, stop.
He is.
Stop.
Yes.
Why are you acting like this today?
No one's acting like anything. That's the point. That's the point.
What was on that vacation?
Everything.
Oh my God! You must have been drinking nothing but ignorant thinker juice.
Hey, hold up, player. I got a whole case of that shit. All right. Coming to a store near you.
You're trouble right now, man. I'm trying to help you out, trying to help you realize. But it's okay. Let me move on because we've been on this for a little while. We're going to pass by that. All right. So, technically, these are the people that got the awards for the bubble awards that people were giving out. Do we agree with the MVP? Dame Lillard?
No.
Say yes.
No.
No?
No.
Rudy Gay was runner up to get 6 man? Damn, that's cool.
Who are you going with?
The person under.
Devin Booker?
Yes.
Why?
The Phoenix Suns
They
were
went
undefeated
8-0.
in the bubble, bro.
And?
What?
And? He went 8-0.
What do
Good
you
job.
mean, and? They were undefeated in the bubble. You're talking about NBA bubble awards. We're not talking about the whole season. We're just talking about the
Right,
bubble.
correct. We're not talking about the whole season, but we're not. That's the point about it. You're correct.
And then Damian Lillard lose a game because of his wrongdoings?
But then he win a game. Didn't he win 2 games of more? Didn't he win 3 games in a row because of his right doings?
Hey, Marcus, I hope you're watching the show because this is where I quote you. You can't get this man credit for putting no fire out that he started.
And okay, so let me ask you this. Who did the Suns play in the bubble?
Oh,
who did they play?
Now they played the Lakers.
Okay, who else?
They played the Clippers.
Mm-hmm. Who else?
So they played
he put a buzzer beater on Kawhi.
They hit the one the playoff P. Pump fake on playoff P and hit the shot in front of Kawhi.
No, he hit the shot in front of playoff P and spent off of Kawhi.
There's no such thing as playoff P. I got to keep telling you that. So stop calling him that.
Kawhi would have jumped. He would have got a block. We know that.
Please stop calling them that. They didn't play the Lakers either. Also, they played the Sixers when Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid was hurt. They played the Thunder. So that's the only other team that they played the Thunder and the Clippers. That's all, really, guys.
And the Lakers.
No, they didn't play the Lakers. They didn't play the Lakers. No, they didn't. They played the Clippers, not the Lakers.
All right, so who they play in the East? They played somebody else in the East.
They played the Bucks when Giannis wasn't there.
Oh man, what you want to do?
Stop doing that.
Giannis isn't there.
Oh wow, that's not their problem.
No. What I'm trying to get you guys to that's
still hard to
problem.
go undefeated in this bubble.
I'm not saying that it isn't, but what I'm trying to get you to understand though, and we can go to the stats. Dame Lillard's stats are just ridiculously better than Devin Booker's. At the end of the day, he got his team to the playoffs for a reason, right, guys? Are we just forgetting that?
Do you know that the odds of the Suns making the playoffs were 1?
I get you. It was astronomical. I understand.
The odds of them making the playoffs were 1 out of 60.
I understand.
That means for them to go undefeated like they did and almost make the playoffs, if you put $1,000 on that, you would have came up $60,000.
That's not the Blazers' problem, right? Their problem, their thing is to go on the field. Go on the court and play, right? That ain't the Blazers' problem.
They won every game they were supposed to win.
So did the Blazers.
No,
they won every game that they were supposed to win.
It was close. It wouldn't even have been that last game versus the Grizzlies.
So let me get this straight.
He wouldn't have missed the free throws.
So the Blazers lose to the Clippers.
Yeah.
MVP. But the Booker beats the Clippers. Booker doesn't deserve it.
So are we trying to get a guy MVP because he beats one team? Is that what we're doing?
No, I'm giving MVP because it was an MVP in a bubble, and his team went undefeated.
So
nobody had Phoenix even making the playoffs, and they had a chance.
Congratulations, the guy went undefeated, but also the guy who made the playoffs, the guy who averaged more points, the guy who averaged more assists, the guy who literally played better.
The guy who has more help. Keep going.
The guy who literally played better.
The guy who has more help.
The guy who literally played better.
The guy who has more help, though.
The guy who literally played better.
Still haven't mentioned that, though.
The guy who literally played better.
Right, man. Now it's the guy who plays better. We talking about the guy who had more help.
Of course. I guess we'll agree to disagree. We're going to defense. You got Marcus Salter. You guys agree with that?
I think it should have been Kyle Lowry, but it's all right.
Could have been my man Bobo, but he don't get too much tick.
I'll tell you one thing. Jason Tatum got 21 points at halftime.
Yeah, we know. I'm looking.
So if they lose this, Joan, I don't think it's going to be because of him. I think it's going to be other people that didn't step up.
I agree. Rookie, Michael Porter Jr. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Who's the runner-up? I can't see that.
Ja Morant.
Oh.
I feel like if Ja Morant would have beat the Trailblazers, we'd be Ja Morant and beat her.
I ain't wanting to, but
I know you ain't wanting to. I did though. I love Ja Morant. That's my guy.
I would have rather seen the Lakers play Portland than Memphis.
Yeah, they probably would have stomped on Memphis. Like
of course they would have. They would have curve stopped them.
They probably want to stomp on Portland as well, but whatever.
They are. TJ Warren for most approved?
No.
Better hope that
who you putting there?
That
the person under him.
You're putting Gary Trent over TJ Warren when you just were talking about the guy averaging 20 points? And are we forgetting? And you're talking about bubble awards when he averaged 31 points in the bubble? What are we talking about here?
Until he's seen Jimmy Butler, right?
What are we talking about here?
Until he's seen Jimmy Butler, right?
Gary Trent had 2 bad games in the bubble.
Oh, my God. And
TJ
Warren is only where he's at because somebody else is hurt.
So if we're gonna pull that, he had 2 bad games.
All right. TJ Warren won. Go ahead. Next,
I know exactly because I pulled your card.
I'm not doing this with you. Today.
6 man. Is that fair enough?
For Gary Trent?
Yeah, 6 man.
Yeah. So he
can't get most improved, but he can get 6.
But he could have won 2 awards, is what they're trying to say, huh?
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. He can get 6 man. There you go. Coach.
Yeah.
We cool with the coach there?
No. Who? No, that's the Phoenix Sun coach. Yes, that's him. That's my man.
I'm about to agree. I'm like, you're not cool with Alvin. I mean, that's not Alvin. What's his name? Jesus, what is the guy's name? I'm sorry. Monty. That's Monty. That's Monty Williams.
Yeah, I'm cool with Monty.
All right. Because you guys get moments. I mean, what you call it? Best moments. I agree with that for the best moment.
Oh, Devin Booker over top of PG.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. And I agree with that for surprising team, too.
I don't think. All right, can I?
I would have to say Pelicans is this disappointing team because that's the only reason why they gave all these other teams a chance to be in it.
Can I cross out?
To make it.
Can I cross out the runner-up and take off Kuzma's game winner and put up Ja Morant's alley-oop?
I'll keep Kuzma's game winner on there, but yeah, you can do that.
Crazy. For him to be so small and be catching them drones from anywhere is just ridiculous.
All right, disappointing player. I mean, I'm taking Zion off of that. I mean, Lonzo literally shot 18% from the field goal.
Yeah, like Lonzo made my trash ass player. So
yeah, like he's definitely the disappointing player.
I'm going Danny Green.
I mean, Danny Green's been disappointing all year though.
That's because he's not playing with his bull.
It is. Best game, Trailblazers Nets. Yeah, yay, nay.
The best game?
Yep.
That Trailblazers Nets game was good though.
I'm going with it.
That fucking Karis LeVert. Oh my! And then they about to get Durant back and Kyrie, and they talking about making a big push with Popovich.
But that Phoenix game against the Clippers was crazy too.
That was a crazy game.
That was a crazy game, yo. Where the end on a buzzer beater? Ciao.
I'm going with Trailblazers. I mean, I'm going with the Trailblazers Nets.
But the game that's up there is Utah versus the Nuggets.
I know.
That was the Bobo game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was that the game last night?
Today, you mean? I don't know. Is it? It might be.
Today.
If that's the game today, then yeah. I mean, that's the win. But I don't think it is, though.
It has to be the game today. Did they play already regularly?
And they played regular season.
And they had a crazy game then too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Biggest story?
Devin, jerseys on.
Biggest story, Devin Booker?
No, TJ Warren, the biggest story.
Portland making the playoffs is the biggest story.
Okay. Look at those stats, you guys over here trying to Jesus, you guys kill me. All bubble first team. We any changes on this?
I just don't want to even talk.
They just don't put centers on the first team.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to talk about.
Like I mean, Luka Doncic is big enough to be a power forward, but
no, he's not.
Yes, he is because Charles Barkley was 6'4" power forward. Don't tell me.
That's a different era of basketball.
Yeah, hey Sean, you notice something? Hey Sean, you notice something? You notice something? You notice something on the stats?
Everybody averaging over 30? Is that what you're trying to say?
Nah, 37, 6, 9. 37, 4, 9. 30, 4, 6.
He does average more assists with less help. Just putting that out there.
I mean,
I'm just saying. He does average more assists with less help. I'm just saying. You don't got no CJ McCollum on his team.
Look at the stats. That's the bubble MVP for you.
He don't have any CJ McCollum.
I would put a center up there though for real.
Donovan said that Kyrie gonna kill the chemistry with the Nets.
Maybe. We'll see.
I think Durant's gonna kill the chemistry on the Nets, but I'll let it play out.
I think they're gonna play well together because
I don't.
He begged them to go over there.
I think they're gonna play well. All bubble second team has looked good. I know Porzingis average 30. Jesus.
Okay, why? Okay, if Antetokounmpo's about to be this is bubble. This is the bubble. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it like that. It's the bubble. It's the bubble.
I'm not changing anything. It's the bubble.
I like DeAndre Fox though, man. I think he's gonna be.
De'Aaron's a beast.
I thought it was De'Aaron. I don't fuck his name up.
I was about to say, get my Ohio State boy's name right, man. Come on now.
De'Aaron Fox with Ohio State. I thought he.
I mean UK. I'm sorry.
I thought he went to Kentucky.
I know he's most famous for cooking Lonzo Ball all the time.
Cooking the shit out of him.
All right. So most 50-point games by a player. James Harden just got on this list. He got in on fourth. He's gonna pass Kobe here soon. Does James Harden not get enough credit? It's the real question.
What else he gonna pass Kobe in?
What? Miss shots. Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. Shoot or shoot, right?
I mean, at least play some defense though, Harden.
Shoot or shoot. That's a myth. Harden's been playing defense. That's a myth.
Can I say this? Can I say this though? To since we're speaking of myths and people that are fake, what do you feel about the top guy up there having 100?
I'm not talking about that for a reason.
He is fake. He is fake.
I'm not talking about that for a reason.
Video game type shit. That's video game type stuff.
Hey, y'all gotta remember that the lines were smaller back then.
I'm not talking about Wilt, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, Wilt.
Nah, we ain't talking about Wilt. That's video game type stuff up there.
That's what I said. Y'all gotta remember the lines were smaller.
The only time you'll see a record like that being broken is on 2K. That's it.
You know that record's fake.
No, it ain't fake. It's Wilt.
Nah, it's fake. Just like that 100-point game is fake.
Stop it. You ain't gonna keep disrespecting us Philly players. That's what you ain't gonna do.
Right, because if he was from fucking Ohio, if he lived across the street from you, you'd be like,
still would have been fake.
No, you'd be like, I was really at the gym and I watched it, bro. Fuck out of here.
My uncle
just like look, Oscar Robertson is from Cincinnati. Just like if the Big O would have put up 100 points, I would have said it's fake. Especially, the reason why? Because there's no game tape. There's only one journalist that said it. There's nobody else that literally said it other than this one person.
Journalists back then.
Let me ask you a question. Is Cheryl Miller 100 points fake?
No, it was actually on tape.
Oh, come on, bro.
It's on tape.
So it's physically possible that it can happen.
Okay, and just like I know Lisa Leslie can do it also because she scored 70 and 1.5. Like, yeah, I know it's physically possible. But if you have no tape,
Kobe put up 81 and 3/4. We seen.
I get you, and guess what? He had a 3-point line. So did Cheryl Miller. So did Lisa Leslie. They all had 3-point lines. You see the difference?
The lines were smaller back then. It wasn't 94 feet of hardwood back then.
He still didn't have a 3-point line. You're killing me right now.
He didn't have far to run either.
And then when you're the biggest dude on the court, It only take 25 buckets to get you 50 points. 50 buckets get you 100 points.
And he getting 25 rebounds, so he putting the shit right back in there.
And he's still hitting free throws.
It's fake.
Come on, stop it.
And we're moving on.
Stop it. It ain't fake.
It's fake.
This is fake.
What is the Heat are gonna get another star?
No, the fact that Jimmy Butler is still playing basketball is fake. I can't stand
Why
it.
are you a hater of Jimmy Butler? What did he do to you?
Jimmy Butler is a bum, bro. I don't care what nobody's talking about.
Why are you a hater of Jimmy Butler? What did he do to you, man?
Because Jimmy Butler's attitude says Kobe, but his game says Jimmy Butler. That's the problem.
So, four-time All-Star, I think that's pretty good, you know?
How many years you been in the league?
Like a full-time All-Star. No, you didn't.
How many years you been in the league, Chad?
Right.
7?
Do you know this is the one time that he's been a star on his team?
And
Second time.
He wasn't a star of his team back then.
He was a starting team on the Bulls. He was a starting team on the Bulls. On the Bulls, he was the star, but he just can't do nothing. I remember he put up like 50 and one half on the Sixers when he was on the Bulls.
He's a 5-time All-Star, too. I apologize.
I'm going to say it like this. I didn't think he was the star on the team when he was with the Bulls.
He's a 5-star All-Star who's been in the league for, 8 years? I think that's a pretty good ratio.
Like this. No, I'm saying it wrong. He was a star. I didn't think he was number one. I'm saying it wrong.
You guys are Jimmy Butler haters. The crazy thing is, though,
how are we Jimmy Butler?
Here's the crazy thing. Time out. Wait. Crazy thing is, star of the team or not, good or not, he led the Heat to the 4th seed. He's going to get them out the first round because I know for sure the Pacers aren't going to beat them. That's a positive.
How many times has Jimmy Butler been out the first round? Once? Last year with the Sixers?
3 times?
No, it's 3 times.
When was the last time he been out the first round?
Then they had to play the Heat in the Eastern Conference Championship.
Yeah.
Who?
Then they had to play the Heat in the Eastern Conference Championship.
When Derrick Rose was there?
Yes.
Yeah, but Derrick Rose was injured that time. He ain't play. It's either he played the Heat or he played the
in the Eastern Conference Finals, the first time when they played against LeBron, Derrick Rose was there. He got hurt the next year versus the Sixers.
And he got it. And he got them there.
But it was the year after that.
The Sixers beat them the year after that.
No.
When D Rose got hurt, the Sixers won.
Right. It was the year after that.
The year after that, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't know if they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they played the Heat.
No, they did not go to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Hawks
I said I don't know if they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I said
no. I'm telling you, the Hawks went to the Eastern Conference Finals. They had the number 1 record in the league with Kyle Korver, Jeff Teague, all of them.
I remember. This is what I do remember. I remember that Nate Robinson was busting the Heat ass. And I think it was the second round.
No, that wasn't the second round.
And they still lost.
No,
Nate Robinson. It was the second round.
Nate Robinson was balling in the regular season. I know what you.
And they still lost.
No, the Nate Robinson was busting the Heat ass in the playoff series.
Yeah, and they lost.
Wasn't that in the first round?
No, it was the second round.
No, absolutely not.
That's what I said. Do you guys think that the Heat will get another star though in the offseason?
I put it like this. I don't remember Jimmy Butler being a number 1. Let me just say that. I think
he's the number 1 now.
This is the first
it doesn't matter if he was or not. He's the number 1 now, though.
Right. This is the first time in my eyes he's been number 1.
He is now, though. That's the only thing that matters. So the question still has: do you guys think the Heat are going to get another star?
Yeah, Miami know how to talk that talk to them stars.
I don't know. I don't want to give Jimmy Butler nothing nice.
You are just a hater, guy.
Yo, what the?
All right, which rookie will have the best sophomore season?
Ja Morant.
Yeah, that was too easy.
I'm going with Zion.
Yeah, I'm not.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Please explain why.
Why wouldn't you?
Why would you?
We can't hit a bucket now.
Why would you?
After we saw what the guy did in a short period of time, why wouldn't you?
Go look at who he played against in those games, bro. He's not that good.
You said what?
He's not that good. You're gonna find out.
You said he's not that good. How? Please tell me. Explain your reason.
You're gonna find out.
Explain your reason why he's not that good. Explain. Explain your reason.
It's just not.
Why? Like how? Give me a reason.
He's not that good, bro.
Okay. I need a reason for you to say he's not that good.
Nope. You'll find out.
Alvin Gentry got fired. Do we agree with this firing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I agree. Now, who you think should take over?
I think they should go out. I think they should
This
go
is
out.
It's the Pelicans,
Jackson.
right? It's the Pelicans?
Yes.
Mark Jackson need to take over.
I think they should either go out and hire Jason Kidd or Mark Jackson.
What about Tyronn Lue?
No, I don't think Tyronn Lue is a good coach. I think Tyronn Lue inherited David Blatt's team.
Oh, so you think Tyronn Lue is a wave rider?
Absolutely.
No, he comes from that Phil Jackson coaching tree, don't he?
He does. I think Tyronn Lue is a big wave rider. As simple as fact as that. But so no, I don't think Tyronn Lue should get any
What the hell?
any coaching job.
Who?
But I think Jason Kidd should get it though.
Jason Kidd probably do get another job just because he's coaching this Lakers team.
Yeah, because he is the coach.
I'll tell you one thing. If I'm New Orleans, I'm calling up Coach. The boy from Duke. I can't think of his name right now.
Coach K?
I'm calling Coach K. I got half your players anyway.
Why would you want Coach K though?
I got half your players.
Yeah, I know, but you guys never coached in college. I mean, in the NBA.
Well, he coached NBA players before, so he know what he's doing.
I think you're taking a risk on that one. I wouldn't do that.
Oh, man, it's New Orleans. You already took a risk.
Fair enough.
Coach K gonna make the Big Easy.
So
now, this is the coach from the Bulls, right?
Yes, sir. He got fired. Obviously, we all agree with this.
Now, this is where I think Mark Jackson should go.
There?
Yeah.
Why here in specific?
Because he'll make that Bulls team that much better. I believe he'll make New Orleans better too, but I think this is a better fit for him in Chicago.
I can see that.
As nice, rough, rugged team, young, ready to listen. Ready to listen, can do whatever. I'm definitely with that.
I can agree with that. I hope Mark Jackson does get another job here soon, but I think they're going to get a college hire. I think they're going to go grab somebody out of college. We'll see, though. Hopefully Mark Jackson does get it. I do agree with that. So, Greg Popovich, his playoff stint has ended.
Yeah.
Finally.
22
Sad
years.
day. Sad. I would say 22 years is impressive.
I don't think it's a sad day. I think it's an open opportunity for Brooklyn to make that push.
It is.
Or it's because Kawhi ain't there no more.
Or it's because his team just isn't.
Years ago.
Yeah, but his team just isn't.
He's been barely making the playoffs ever since Kawhi left, bro.
Bro, his team just isn't good.
Yeah, man, he's been barely making it since Kawhi left. Man.
Honestly, you want me to tell you what the real deal is? Getting LaMarcus Aldridge was a big mistake.
I don't think it was.
I
think this team just isn't good.
I think LaMarcus Aldridge was a big mistake because they thought he was going to be just as good as Tim Duncan.
Please tell me this. Who's their second best player, James?
DeMar DeRozan.
When the last time DeMar DeRozan was actually good?
On the Raptors.
Yeah. And the reason why he got traded is why?
And guess what team he going to?
The Raptors.
Guess what team he going to?
Who?
Guess what team he going to, Chad?
Who? DeRozan?
DeRozan will be playing for your Miami Heat.
We were not going to get DeMar DeRozan.
He'll be playing for your Miami Heat.
He were not.
Oh! The Sixers are killing me.
What I'm saying is DeMar DeRozan hasn't been good for a little while. He's a decent player. He's a star, as you would like to call him. Actually, he's an all-star. I'm not even going to give it that star aspect. The reason why he got traded from the Raptors is because him and Kyle Lowry couldn't get it done in the playoffs. So whenever they got in the playoffs, LaMarcus Aldridge was hurt, which I will say.
I really don't blame that all the way on the Raptors. I mean, they had the coach of the year that year. They had the best team in the East. They had the best record in the East. They would consider the best team in the East. They just lost to LeBron and them because they ran into LeBron. Everybody in the last 10 years that ran into LeBron besides Golden State has lost to him. What the fuck?
Spurs.
It just is what it is. So now you got a lot of coaches out there.
Spurs and the Mavericks too. I mean,
and the Mavericks. I'm sorry, you're right. And the Mavericks
and Spurs
and the Spurs.
Yeah, I mean, so no, not everybody that he's ran into. Dwight Howard beat him too. I mean, if we're being
I said the last 10 years. I said the last 10 years.
That would be in the last 10 years.
That would be in the last 10.
No, it wasn't. That was 2009.
2010, 2009 season, 2009, 2010 season.
No. It was 2008, 2009 season.
No, 2008, 2009 season was the season that the Celtics won. 2008, 2009. I mean, 2009, 2010 was the season that Kobe Bryant won.
Yes. That was the year that the Magic put LeBron right about it.
The 2009, 2010 season was the year that Kobe won.
Yes.
Against the Celtics.
Yeah, no. Against the Magic.
That's what I swore it was.
Against the Magic.
2011 was the year that he won against the Celtics.
2010, 2011 was the year he won against the Celtics.
I thought that was the year that Miami lost to the Dallas Mavericks.
No, that's the next year.
And I thought 2011, 2012 was the year that what's their name? OKC lost to Miami Heat. That's when LeBron got his first one.
And they shouldn't have got that. The refs helped them get that.
Against who?
I don't care what nobody's talking about. OKC.
What? You know what? I'm not gonna get on this.
Yes.
Are we just
going to go and watch it game for game?
Going to forget that Kevin Durant played like crap that whole finals.
It wasn't that whole finals. See,
it was.
If you paid attention in game one, the pivotal moment is when Russell Westbrook goes up for the putback. LeBron then grabs Russell Westbrook out the air and then pushes Kevin Durant so he can't shoot the ball, and the referee never calls foul.
And so, Kevin Durant put up 35 game one.
So one game, right?
Morale is going after that.
One game, right?
That was the game he won.
Okay,
that was the game. Okay, she should have won that game.
They did win the first game. That's the only game that they did win.
Was it the first game? It was. That might have been the second game we're talking about. They got robbed on one of those games.
They did not get robbed. The Heat team was just better. They were more experienced. They were playing against some kids.
Listen, you cannot say that and say that the team was just better when they just lost.
So I guess
they just lost to Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry, bro.
Okay, so that was a year ago. Hold on, wait. So you're basing it off of the year before when they were literally their first year playing together, right? Their first year playing together. But you just gave an excuse saying that the team wasn't better because of 1 year. The year afterwards, they literally went on a 20-game win streak when they were just blowing everybody out the water.
That's an excuse, Chad. That's an excuse. Because it's my first year, I can't win. So you mean to tell me no team has won right after some big things have happened?
Who was one other than the Raptors? Don't use one example.
Boston.
They didn't win the first year afterwards.
Yes, they did.
Okay, so hold on, wait. So 2 examples. That's a small sample size out of what?
Wait, what was the question? Who won what at the what? What was the question?
He's saying that Cleveland was it Cleveland? It was the Heat. The Heat at the time were just better than OKC, and that's why they won. I'm saying it's not a credible excuse because that same exact team just lost to Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry the year before.
The year before. I want you to realize what you're saying. The year before.
Right.
The first year of them playing and them getting used to each other.
Stop.
That's
not an excuse. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
It is an excuse.
No, that's not.
So,
like I said, Big Three got together that first year they won.
Give me more than 2 teams. That's not a good sample size. There's been over 100 championships. Give me more than 2 teams. Okay, that's not a good sample size.
As soon as Dennis Rodman got to the Pistons, what they do?
When the Lakers first got together, they won a championship.
Huh? When Dennis Rodman first got to the Bad Boy Pistons, they went straight to the chip.
when who got to the Witch Collar. That's not a big change either. I'm talking when you literally have two different players who's never played with each other, like literally never played. I get you. That was a rookie. They did not expect Dennis Rodman to turn out that way. I'm talking about literally a whole change where you get three different stars coming to play together. You know that's not the same, Sean. You know it's not.
You said 3. See, now it's 3 different stars coming to play together.
Absolutely not. 2 or 1. Is that better for you? Not somebody that you draft. Somebody you got in free agency you never played with, and you're trying to get whale jail with the person.
Okay, Kevin Durant came right to the Warriors and made them unbeatable.
Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Green.
No,
literally went to the finals. He was a 73 and
your
9
criteria.
team.
Hey,
Chad,
I can name 2.
From your criteria, Chad.
Who, Dennis? Please, because you're naming teams that's supposed to win. Like I would hope that they win.
Oh wait! Miami wasn't supposed to win.
They were, and I agree with you. But I'm trying to. That just literally goes back. That does not have anything to do with my point. And I agree 100% with you. They were supposed to win, but my point still remains the same thing. That Thunder team was not better, nor did they play better. Nor did they play better.
I wouldn't say that Thunder team was better, but they wasn't worse either.
Yes, they were.
No, they were not.
Yes, they were.
You're talking about a team who legit had 3 MVPs on the same team at one time.
You know how many points that what's called
James Harden choked in the finals. We know. Yes.
Okay, so what are we talking about here? True.
That's not the same James Harden. That James Harden was coming off the bench.
Okay, so that's the James Harden we're talking about here, though.
It's not the same James Harden.
That's the James Harden we're talking about here,
Sean.
Not
the same Harden, bro. It's not the same Harden.
That's the James Harden we're talking about, though. The person that choked in the finals. Then what did you just say? That
even with him choking in the finals, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook held it down.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that the team that the Heat were better. Like, what do you not like?
No,
the Heat just were better.
They weren't better.
What in the Heezies?
On to the next. Start bench cut. You got Shea, Fox, Russell.
Man. I'm starting Fox.
Mm-hmm.
I'm benching Russell and I'm cutting Shea.
Same.
Start Fox, bench Russell, cut Shea.
Yep.
Okay, we on the same accord on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shea. Worst to first?
Yes, sir.
Dolphins, baby.
No. Only team I think that could possibly go from worst to first. And I hate for it to happen, but it'll be the Cardinals.
Oh, they're gonna be some dogs, but I think they'll be the Dolphins.
Oh, easy money, Embiid. Now we're only down 6. Ball, baby.
I think there's a couple teams on this that can actually go worse to first. I'm going to go and cross out the Panthers because they're not going worse to first. They're actually staying in last place. The Jaguars are staying in last place. The Lions, they have a possibility of going to the 3rd seed, but I think they're staying in last place also. The Dolphins are a year out because Tua is probably not going to play his first year. They're going to go with Ryan. They're going to go with Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think the best team on this list that has a chance of going worse first is the Chargers.
Are the Cardinals?
No. I think the Cardinals are actually going to stay in 4th place.
What? Are you think the Chargers are going to first place?
I said they have a good chance.
They got Kansas City in their division?
I said they have a good chance.
No, that's not a good chance.
It is. It's a great chance.
They're going to lose both of those games to Kansas City.
This is the same people. So I don't think you guys are understanding. You guys keep saying that they're going to lose both of these games. I don't think you guys noticed that, like, Kansas City doesn't. They beat the teams in the division. They don't play that well against them, though.
Like division games. That's naturally.
No, but I want you to understand.
Let's go.
Down 5 with Trevor Siemian, and they almost beat them with Joe Flacco. Like
almost only counts.
Okay, and I get you, and I understand. Look, I get you, and I understand that. The Chargers almost beat them last year too. Do you know what happened though? They were literally missing half of their team, almost half of the year.
The defensively they got it, but
the first game was because of Travis Benjamin dropping 2 wide open touchdowns on 2 deep balls, and what's his name dropped another touchdown as well. It was who was it? Damn, trying to remember the other receiver, but I know Travis Benjamin was just god awful that game. Dropped 2 wide open. There wasn't a defender on the screen pretty much for the most part.
Was Keenan
Wide
Allen
open.
over there? Was Keenan Allen there?
I was watching that with my older brother, who's a Chargers fan, and he about lost it.
I'm trying to tell you guys, they have the best chance of going to worse than first. I don't think the Cardinals will even be third place. I think they're what? Let me ask you this. And Dennis, I kept on trying to stress this to you. The Cardinals did make a good draft pick. They got DeAndre Hopkins, and they made a good draft pick in Isaiah Simmons. And they got a good offensive lineman from Houston. I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah,
but they still didn't fix. They still didn't fix the rest of their line though. Their offensive line is still complete dog crap.
See, all right. See, now you got me playing both sides of the fence. So let me say all right, on this list, if I was to bet on it, it would be the Arizona Cardinals. But in my reality, let me say this right, because I don't want nobody going back like, oh, he on both sides of the fence. There you go. I said that I believe that Kyler Murray was going to have a down year this year.
You're playing both sides of the fence, sir.
Now, that's why I said let me clear it up. I said that I think that Kyler Murray is going to have just a down year this year.
Y'all better watch out for them that Washington football team back over there.
Yeah, that's a big bold prediction.
That's
a big bold prediction.
Oh, that D-line is great.
Because he did get DeAndre Hopkins in addition. It's not like his offense got worse.
Hey, man, did you say he got DeAndre Hopkins?
Kyler Murray?
Yeah, did you say he got DeAndre Hopkins?
Yeah.
Oh, man. And what school did he go to?
Clemson.
No, Kyler Murray.
Oklahoma.
So
and Texas A&M, technically.
So you telling me that Oklahoma quarterback gets a number 1 wide receiver in their second year and they can't just fall off?
I mean, he's better than Baker Mayfield. We know that.
Hey, who said Baker? Who was talking about Baker around
We know what you're talking about. I mean, Sammy Sleeves was solid. He was just hurt. So you can't be Sammy Sleeves. Who else are we talking about? We're not going back to Jason White, are we?
Oh.
Not going that far.
Okay, well, hold on. Once again, it goes back to my point. They still did not fix their offensive line.
Hey,
just because you put one player.
Can I say, hey, Chad?
We got to see what Josh Jones brings to the table at right tackle.
Hey, Chad, I just got to ask you this, Chad. Did that hyped up Browns team, did they fix their offensive line last year?
This year? Yes, they did, actually.
No, last year. Not this year, last year.
Last year and this year, they worked on it.
They worked on it, but they didn't fix it.
They worked on it for a year and a half, basically.
Is that Wilt Chamberlain on TV dunking?
All I'm trying to tell you is, if you pick one offensive lineman, it's not going to help you.
There's no film on Wilt.
There is.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying.
What are you talking about?
I'm messing with you.
They definitely didn't do much.
I'm about to say I'm watching film on Wilt right now. Oh, they got AI on TV.
I got the Chargers, though. Who do you? I guess you guys two said the Cardinals. Jared, who you have? You got
the Cardinals and Chargers.
I got the Dolphins in there
for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Cardinals and Chargers are dead even for me.
Do we agree with this top 10 list of defenses right here?
No.
Just take note without looking. I feel like
break it down. Let's break it down. 49ers are in here. I don't know where.
You don't think who should be out?
I don't think your Broncos should be that
high.
I don't think the Vikings should be in there.
Titans should be up.
Honestly, I would put the Washington Redskins. Oh, I'm sorry, the team of Washington.
Oh, why are you putting Washington in there? Wait. Why are you putting Washington? Because they defensive line?
Yeah, the defensive
line.
Because
wait. If the Broncos shouldn't be that high, then why should Washington be up there? Because Broncos defensive line in their front seven is pretty daggone good.
Yeah, but Washington actually has a corner that's rated in the top 10.
Who?
I don't know his name, man. Stop saying who. Just go look at the top 10 corners and find out what the guy named from Washington is.
So why is the Eagles
not top 10 anymore?
Why is the Eagles?
Why you say why is the Eagles in there?
I just seen a video of Darius Slay getting burnt earlier. What are you talking about?
He got burnt by Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson burns everybody.
No. There's
not nobody in the league that Deshaun Jackson didn't burn.
By everybody this season. That's just what the Eagles secondary do. It's just full of nothing but burnt toast. That's all they got.
We know why the Cowboys are not even mentioned. All right,
we're better than y'all, so that don't make me no. Never mind.
Yeah,
you just get my 200 right by the time.
That don't mean nothing to me. Y'all keep saying y'all better than us. We beat y'all.
All right,
we beat y'all with lawn chairs and Uber drivers.
Who else are we changing on this list?
First, though.
Let's go, Sixers.
Healthy. We beat y'all when y'all was healthy.
Who else are we changing on this list, fellas?
Get the Eagles out of here. secondary is trash.
Secondary always been trash. Secondary was trash when we won the Super Bowl.
So
That is
you
very
should
true,
have-
actually.
I know
They
it's
should.
true. That's why when everybody keeps saying you need a number one secondary, you don't. I think the Chargers should be on there too.
I think it should also. I agree.
But I mean, I guess it's one of those show it. You got to show it.
I don't think
The
Steelers should be
49ers,
so high.
49. I don't think the 49ers should be number one, but I don't think this is in order.
Redskins defense has a lot to prove.
Yeah, I
Or
don't
the
think
Washington,
Steelers is
the
number
football
2
team's
either.
defense.
Yeah, I don't know nobody who do the Redskins. I don't know the Redskins.
I think the Bears
Yeah.
should be way higher on this list.
Wow.
And you were talking about Kendall Fuller, weren't you, Dennis?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
it's
he's
the other
not
bull.
because he's not top
It's not
10
the-
anymore.
No, it's the other bull, wasn't it?
It's not Ronald Darby.
No,
We
it's
know
not
that.
Ronald. They got another guy. They got another guy over there.
Quentin Dunbar went to the Seahawks.
Oh,
and
not the one that's
that
in
happened.
jail. They got another. Yo, you gonna stop naming all these players? I already know their name.
They don't have a recorder. That's the thing, Dennis.
All right, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, so that's been a concern. Thomas Davis is our only like notable linebacker for the most part. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen
They
there.
never really needed linebackers because they D line is always the middle. They D line always been nice, and it's crazy that they got my bull from Temple starting over both of the bulls from Alabama. And
Ryan Ice has been playing very well.
Oh, I ain't not. Well, wait. Are you talking
He's
about
earned
Iron?
his spot.
Yeah,
He's earned his spot.
Yeah, no, he's an end though. That's the problem. The problem last year with the Washington Redskins defense was they should have been running the 4-3 rather than the 3-4. They're actually running the 4-3 this year, so they can have literally Darren Payne, Jonathan Allen in the middle, Chase Young, Kerrigan, Sweat, Ioannidis on the outside. I don't know why that
I
wasn't.
don't think Ioannidis should be on the outside. I think he's better inside.
No, yeah, I would if you're going 4-3.
If you're
he's
going
on the
4-3,
inside.
I'm putting him inside. I'm not in it for both of
I
the
think that's
Bama
what they're
boys to
doing
be
this
there.
year.
I think if I'm the skin, sorry, if I'm Washington, I'm straight one of them Bama boys.
We're getting it's our last show.
Yeah, hey, listen, I
Too
want
many-
everybody from Washington, please forgive me.
Too many
I mean,
R bombs,
I've been
man.
that name for so long. It's just
Too many
Why,
R bombs.
yeah, Sixers. Play that bully ball. That's what I'm talking about.
Cheering for false
Yeah.
hope.
Sixers up 4, ladies and gentlemen.
Why you cheering for false hope?
What in the blue hell?
Top 5 QB coaching duos of 2020. Do we agree with this? Any changes? I'm making a change right away. Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll goes over Drew Brees and Sean Payton.
Immediately.
What?
Immediately. Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll have been to 2 Super Bowls. All right. Who just shared this with me?
But they had the same amount of rings. They had the same amount of rings
I'll tell you that. He's going to 3.
as Drew Brees and Sean Payton, correct?
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
Okay. So what are you talking about?
They have the same amount of rings in less years too, right?
Yep.
Does it? I don't care.
Oh, it matters.
The resume is the resume.
So the resume also shows that you've been in 2 Super Bowls. You only been to 1. You haven't been back literally since that time in 09.
In 09.
Oh well.
Who do you think?
So if it wasn't for Deflategate, we all know you would have never got one.
Oh man. Child.
Yeah, Al
Who's
Horford. Way to
been
get
afforded
busy.
the more talented rosters? Do you feel?
You said what happened?
Who has been afforded the more talented rosters? Would you say?
Between those two?
Yeah,
You know, I
over the
heard.
years.
Oh, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead.
All depending on which aspect of the ball you're talking about, Jared.
I mean,
I don't think Drew Brees has ever had a Legion of Boom.
No,
no.
yeah. But
Ever.
he has had a Deflategate.
Ever. I don't think Drew Brees' defense ever had the potential to blow out Peyton Manning.
So
Ever.
here's what I'm going to say, though. Here's what I'm going to tell you.
Right.
Here's what I'm going to tell you.
Wait. Who did Drew Brees beat for his ring?
I'm about to hear you
I
say.
would put the Saints above them because the difference
He beat
between
the Colts.
Breeze and Russell Wilson is
He beat the
farther
Colts.
than Pete Carroll and
He beat
Sean
Peyton
Payton.
I don't think Sean Payton's a good
That's
coach.
funny. They both beat
Wow.
the same person for the ring.
I don't think Sean Payton's a good coach.
I'm with Chad on that one.
Sean Payton.
damn.
I
We
don't,
talk
I don't
about-
think.
we-
and listen, and I said this before, and I say it again. I felt as though Drew Brees was stat padding. That's what I felt as though.
How do you stat pat at quarterback?
I'll be damned.
Easily.
Just keep adding.
I will be
Well,
damned.
listen. Wait. Who's his back?
I
Who is
will
Drew
be
Brees'
damned.
backup quarterback?
Jameis Winston now.
Okay. How many yards he had last year?
Who, Jameis Winston?
How many yards he had last year?
I don't know.
5,000.
Okay.
5,000.
Who, Drew Brees or Jameis Winston?
Jameis Winston.
Same as Jameis, buddy.
30 for 30, baby. Oh, come on, stop.
That's
Drew
called
Brees
stat
has
padding.
had the other
That's
half
called-
of them in
That's
history.
called stat padding.
It's not.
You know, it's
stat
crazy
padding.
that they only call stat padding when, when it's Dak Prescott, and they'd be like, oh, Dak Prescott got near 5,000 yards. Oh, well, he padded a lot of his stats. Oh,
I never said. I never said.
No,
nothing
you
like
never
that.
said. No Cowboys fans say it. Let's get that out of the way. Only people who hate Dak Prescott say it.
So
Prescott had a good year.
let's rearrange this list as much as possible. I'm gonna rearrange it first.
Take
I'm
4
going
off the list. Period. Just take them
I'm
off the
going-
list.
Needs to go.
Yeah, it does. I agree 100%.
They need.
Let me say
They
one
gotta
thing
go.
to Dennis actually, real quick.
Go ahead.
How many seasons has pretty much any other quarterback had 70+ completion percentage?
That's what I'm waiting on.
No, y'all keep going on this 70+.
'Cause you're
percentage.
You're comparing the stats.
Okay,
but
where's
you're talking about
where's this
efficiency.
guy at when it's time to win big games? Like when it was time for him to win a big game against Minnesota last year, where was he at?
He won a chip for New Orleans in the wake of tragedy.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
we get that. That's in 09. We got that.
we got that. We got that. It's not about what you've
All
been
right.
doing. It's about what have you done for me lately.
He's
This
already
70%
he's
completion
already
rate that you keep
stamped.
talking about.
He's already
He can't
stamped.
This
He
this
can't
70
control a
this-
rookie mistake from Marcus
I'm
Williams.
not
We know
stamping
that.
him. I'm
We know
not
that.
stamping him as one of the best quarterbacks. I'm not
Why?
like he would like in my eyes he wouldn't be a top 10 quarterback ever.
So look, let me.
That's
let
what
me
Turn
I'm
my
saying.
camera off. I can't look at him no more.
That's
Top
what
10
I'm saying.
ever. He
And
wouldn't be top
then you
10
saying
ever.
you turning your camera off. How many MVPs he
Oh
got?
my god.
He got one.
Oh my god.
He doesn't have no MVP.
He has one.
Yes,
No,
he does.
he
He won
doesn't.
that
He
one
has
over Aaron
one.
Rodgers.
He
won
has
the one
one.
over Aaron Rodgers.
So
How
he
many
doesn't-
Russell
he has
Westbrook? How many Russell Wilson got?
One at a time.
He
One at a
has
time.
no MVPs.
Look it up.
No, neither one of them have no MVPs, bro. No, neither one of them do. Like neither one of them has no MVPs. So one thing I do want to point out is one of the main reasons why the Saints lost last year to Kirk Cousins was because of Drew Brees, and it was because of Sean Payton's poor coaching. He literally took out Taysom Hill when they were driving down the field, literally to tie the game, and put Drew Brees back in when Taysom just threw a bomb down the field and put Drew Brees in. He literally fumbled right after that play. Drew Brees looked like crap that whole playoff game, and no one batted an eye. No one said anything. Drew Brees has literally been stalemate for the last couple of years since 09, and really and truly. He missed 4 or 5 playoffs in a row. What are we really talking about
I
here?
keep trying to say that, but everybody want to give Drew Brees all his love.
What are we
Y'all keep
really
loving
talking
him.
about here?
Y'all just keep loving him.
I get and
I'll tell you
understand
one
the fact.
thing. If that was Donovan McNabb, wouldn't even be the same conversation. Wouldn't even be the same
Oh, yeah.
conversation.
So are we basing this off of this last year or like over the years?
Over the years.
Oh, it's my man, dude.
I would say I'd give it to Russell as number one. That's just because of the how many Super Bowls he's played in.
Who's dude?
That's Derek.
Oh, up there.
I pointed that out like 3 weeks ago on one of the
That's
shows.
Derek Langford. He
When I
won't
was-
change his name.
that
He
episode I was
likes
fact
dude
checking.
better.
He just came in. All right, look, let's rearrange this so we can keep moving. I'll rearrange first. I got 1. Then I'm putting 5 at 2. I'll keep Lamar and Jim Harbaugh there. I'll put my Sean Payton and Drew Brees at 4. At 5, I'm putting Mike Tomlin and Ben Roethlisberger.
You should have Brady and Belichick on this list too.
2020.
2020.
Oh, 2020.
As we go on, we remember.
All right, somebody next. Or is that fair enough?
It's your list, friend.
All right. Let's move on. First to worst.
Most likely to go first to worst.
These.
Oh my God, the Texans. Nah, Texans. That's got to be.
Who's the most likely on this list to go first or worse?
Texans, 100%.
Texans?
Yeah.
I can see that. Anybody else? Sean, I don't think we can't hear you, Sean.
I want to say the Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Yep.
Huh. Why the Chiefs? Please explain.
Because of all the money that they put into Mahomes, and it's going to either be make it or break it from that at that point.
Yeah, but it's this year, though. And they still have the same team. They didn't lose anybody.
They would have to do worse than the Raiders, Broncos, and Chargers to go worst in that division.
Yeah, I don't see that
They
happening.
ain't going to be worse than the Broncos. We know that.
They might.
Chargers have a good chance in taking that conference or division.
It all depends how the quarterback plays and the health.
If it's Tyrod Taylor playing, they're not winning any division.
He brought the Bills to the playoffs, so.
He was reliable when he played for them.
If he wins the playoff with the Bills, he can go to the playoffs with that Chargers roster.
He's not going to win your
defense.
game. He's not going to win your game. He's not going to lose your game. I just put
That
it
defense is elite.
It is, but he's not going to win your game. He's not going to lose your game. I'll just put it like that. I think I'm going with the Texans on this one for sure. 100%.
San Fran?
No. I don't
What
think
happened?
All right. Best tight end by division. Do we agree with this?
Let's see.
We got Gronk for NFC South, Cal Rudolph for NFC North. NFC East, we got Ertz. NFC West, we got George Kittle. NFC South is Doyle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
AFC North is Mark Andrews. AFC East, I forgot the name. I can't pronounce his last name.
Gesicki.
Gesicki, yeah, there it is. And then AFC West is Travis Kelce.
NFC South, I agree. NFC North, I'm taking a bold prediction. I think TJ Hawkinson will be better than Kyle Rudolph this year. NFC East, yeah, Zach Ertz. Pretty much got to be. Kittle, yeah. Jack Doyle's, yeah. Yeah. They don't have any good tight ends in that division.
No, not at all. That's why I said that's like
Mark Andrews. Gesicki, Bills, Chargers, Dolph.
Chuck Thomas in the house. He said the Texans.
To be honest, I don't agree with the South because he had not played in 3 years, 2 years.
I love Hayden Hurst, but we ain't putting him over Gronk yet.
Gronk how you gonna
he
say
hasn't played
Gronk
in 1 year, and he was
how you gonna say Gronk is good and this man had not even played in 2 years?
He ain't played 1 year.
Well, 1 year.
1 year.
My bad.
He only took off
Tell me a time when Gronk got hurt or took time off or whatever, and he didn't come back and wasn't just the same freak that he was every step of his career.
Gronk got shut down against the Bills. They shut Gronk down.
But he's not playing the Bills in this division.
But what I'm saying, you talk about you the best.
Who covered Gronk most of that game?
The
Let's talk about who covered
Trey
Gronk
White.
most of that game. Okay, so we're talking about Tre'Davious White. So what are we talking about? He got slowed down by a great corner in the league right now. One time.
Who's better then? If not Gronk, then who's better?
He's gonna say Hayden Hurst, and I love Hayden Hurst.
I will not say Hayden Hurst.
Who are you gonna say?
I
Greg
would
Olson's
say
gone.
Cook from the Saints.
Jared Cook.
not Derek Cook.
He's hurt
No.
too much. Jared Cook's hurt too much.
I like Cooks, but I don't feel as though he get the ball enough.
He's hurt too much too. He's hurt a lot.
Like I wouldn't even take a chance with him on fantasy.
No, absolutely not. I agree with this list.
I did. He had a couple good games.
I agree with this list. Other than I'm changing T.J. Hawkinson for Cal Rudolph. Cal Rudolph has been good for.
Hawkinson's a beast, man.
I wouldn't put
He's
Kyle
a beast.
Rudolph there either though.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been good for like 2-3 years.
I think Hawkins is definitely the guy.
TJ Hawkinson is a dog.
Everything else I
He
agree with.
blocks so good too. It's not even just the receiving.
But
He's
is
so
it-
good at blocking.
The Colts in the same. So the Colts are not in the same division as the Broncos, right?
No,
No.
Who's in the same division as the Broncos? Is that the Ravens?
The Chiefs.
that's Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
I'm tripping. I don't be following the AFC. I just know where to be at.
But I also think he would. What's his face wouldn't even. Noah Fant wouldn't even be the second tight end.
No,
in
he
that
wouldn't.
Division.
Hey,
It'll be Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, yeah.
Don't disrespect
who
Noah
would be the
Fant.
And
second?
I would
I
even
have to
put.
dis-
I would put Hunter Henry over him too when
I
he's
got a
healthy.
question.
Go ahead, Dennis.
I have to disagree on the NFC side.
Who would be the second best tight end in the NFC East?
Probably someone from the Patriots.
It
He's
would-
gonna, no, he wants you to say his Eagles player.
Dallas Goedert.
Who's the other tight end?
It's definitely Evan Ingram.
No, it's Dallas Goedert.
No, it's not.
Let's
I think
relax.
Evan Ingram's more talented though.
Who's
So
the
then
other
what do you?
tight end?
So he's more talented, but he's not better. What does that mean?
Because he don't just because you're more talented don't mean that you're the better player.
Somebody else had a question.
Neither
real quick.
block, so we know neither block.
No, Dallas Goedert blocks.
Barely. At a bare minimum.
Hey,
It is a bare minimum.
And he
Dude,
doesn't
you had
do
a
it well.
Dude, you had a question? Or you said something?
Derek.
Who's the other tight end for the Eagles?
Dallas
That was
Goedert.
Got it.
I think he might actually have a more productive year. He could actually
Evan
have
Ingram?
one of the top ones.
Yeah, he always has a more productive year than Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram's got injuries.
That's the reason why. Your best ability is available. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I understand that, but that's kind of
honestly.
I just think the logic behind that's dumb in a conversation like this.
All right, well, wait. If we want to
Because
be,
we're just talking about the best tight end. We're not talking about
listen. If we want to be
when
honest,
they're on the field.
Wait,
Evan Ingram's
hold
the
on,
best
Jared.
better tight end than Dallas Goedert.
Jared, I'm gonna tell you like this. If we want to be honest, last year, if we just want to be honest, and we were just picking straight up talent, I would say Washington Redskins had the better tight end on straight up talent, Jordan Reed. But the fact of his injury history is the reason why Zach Ertz is better. But Jordan
Reed's not in the division anymore.
Last year, I said last year. You didn't hear?
Yeah, he would be. I'd put him above Evan Ingram healthy.
Man.
When both are healthy.
All right, we gotta move on. We got a couple more topics. Best DN by division. Some of these are outside linebackers too, which I don't like. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Well, this is the best edge by the division.
Let's say best edge. There we go.
Yeah, best edge by the division.
You got Cameron Jordan, Khalil Mack. You got DeMarcus Lawrence. You got Chandler Jones, beast.
Hey, if you don't mind me saying too, who's the second best NFC East best edge rusher?
Best NFC East edge rusher?
Yeah, would not be Everson Griffin? Okay.
No, it's not Everson.
No.
It'd be second.
Who in the NFC East? Who in the NFC East is a better edge rusher than Everson Griffin?
It's gonna be Chase Young this year.
No, I can't say that.
It's gonna be Ioannidis too. It could be Ioannidis, Chase Young. It could be anything.
I'm not speaking on hypotheticals. I'm talking about right now.
Brandon Graham.
Ioannidis is gonna be on the inside, so he's not.
Brandon Graham's not a better rusher than Everson Griffin, bro. Cut it out.
He is.
Everson Griffin hasn't been good for 2 years now. What are we talking about?
Daniil Hunter definitely ran him.
Let him live. Let him live. The next thing you're gonna say all this.
There ain't enough money for the both of us, and Daniil Hunter kicked him out.
Everson Griffin had 5 sacks 2 years ago, and he had like 7 last year. And he's the second best. Now, that's not hard.
Which brings me to my wild kind of prediction. As of right now, based on production, I would take Hunter over Mack as a pass rusher.
I agree with you.
He's been playing at an elite level just so consistently the last like 3-4 years.
I agree with you 100%. That's the only thing I really truly change though.
Yeah.
I'm not changing.
Khalil Mack hasn't been doing a lot as of recently.
Who led the league in sacks?
Not Khalil Mack.
What Khalil Mack?
Shaquille did.
It was about to be whatchamacallit from the Browns, but he got
Shaquille play what position?
Yeah, I might have to take Cameron Jordan out for Shaquille just because we're going into this season.
What is going on with the fucking Sixers? Oh my god!
It was Shaq Barrett with 19.5, Chandler Jones with 19, and then Cameron Jordan with 15.5, and then Daniil Hunter with 14.5.
How many did I like to hit quarterbacks in the head with helmet have?
Yeah,
he was on pace to lead the league.
He would have led the league in sacks if he wouldn't have did that too.
He had 10 sacks in 10 games. 10 sacks, 10 games.
So why is he not up there on that? So is the person that's up there in his division?
No, they put TJ Watt up there.
Oh, TJ Watt. Yeah. Kind of hard to argue that.
Anything else we're changing on this list?
I like everything else.
All right.
Damn, they got my boys overrated. Man.
Who overrated? Oh man, Child. I think Roethlisberger need to come off the
change.
Why is Tyrod Taylor worst? That's crazy. I mean, like, I understand he's not like anything special. He's basically average, but like, I feel like it's a little disrespected. I think it's a little disrespected.
That's why change it out with somebody you think it is.
I gotta go through. I'll come back. I'll go.
I'm changing out with Gardner Minshew. There you have it.
No,
I mean, you can definitely.
Gardner Minshew's the worst.
I think he is.
Why would you foul him like that?
Arm strength, I guess you can split it in half and say Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
I could piss Dennis off and say switch Tyrod Taylor with Dwayne Haskins. And you, I guess, would piss you off. No, you don't like. I feel like you didn't like Dwayne Haskins that much.
Oh, I love Dwayne Haskins. They just not.
But you kind of knew he wasn't gonna be anything.
I mean, I don't know anything. They just not surrounding him with anything good. His running back's always hurt. His only wide receiver he has is Terry McLaurin. His offensive line isn't good.
No, they got him a wide receiver in the draft. They got him a nice one.
They finally did, but they still don't have an offensive line.
What
and
other?
Their best running back they just released.
Right. When it comes to the worst, I think Mitchell Trubisky should be up there.
I do not agree with that.
No, not worst. Not worst. There, you got to think about the worst. Like, you got to go through the teams and think, because there's some quarterbacks right now.
So you telling me Mitchell Trubisky's not the worst?
No, I'm gonna go through it. I was like, we'll get back to worst.
Baker Mayfield is up here.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield is the worst. He need to be there.
Oh, he's not the worst.
That is reckless.
That's not reckless.
It is
Tyrod Taylor's definitely.
I see y'all just like taking shots at me. First y'all go with Dwayne Haskins, y'all go Baker Mayfield. Don't leave my quarterbacks alone. Let y'all know that. Let y'all know that.
Hold on now. You were just talking about Baker Mayfield earlier.
Yeah,
you were actually.
I was.
So what are you talking about?
I think the only thing I don't agree
with now.
The only thing I don't agree with is the worst. That's really all.
That was a flavor.
We didn't even.
You agree with Ben Roethlisberger being the toughest quarterback in the league?
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't know.
Tom Brady's still clutch. Y'all still think Tom Brady is
the toughest quarterback?
Do y'all still think Tom Brady's clutch?
Somebody who just sat out for an injury, the toughest quarterback.
Does anybody still think
I think Rivers is tougher than Roethlisberger.
Does anybody
still think Tom Brady is clutch?
Yes.
No.
Not with his hands, but throwing the ball, yeah.
Who's more clutch than Brady?
I'm talking about now. We ain't talking about his whole career. We're just talking about now.
He just won a Super Bowl last year, didn't he?
No.
Well, I mean, whatever.
Who are you watching?
Where you been at?
Damn, who played in? Oh, it was the Chiefs in the damn San Francisco. I'm somewhere else.
Year before.
I'm somewhere else.
Rams.
Lord, how much?
At least I didn't mistake it for the 28-3 joint.
Yeah.
At least my team went to the Super Bowl.
And the Falcons suck. All right.
But they got a ring.
I would still substitute Rivers for Roethlisberger, but I think there's got to be another one.
What?
That's toughest.
That's the worst.
We're not gonna say Big Ben's tough because he's big. Let's talk. Because we know that's why you're saying it.
You know what my toughest is? Deshaun Watson.
And that he runs hard. So
I was going to say either him or Lamar Jackson.
Deshaun Watson is the toughest.
No, you know who my toughest is? 30 for 30.
Shit.
You got to be tough.
For him to still have confidence after doing all that.
You got to be tough.
That's what I'm saying.
Taking all them hits. Shot.
Hey, my man's a gunslinger, man. Get off my board.
Damn.
Right. What's up? All right, hey guys, we gotta agree. And any last parting words?
I got a last word. Sixers better win this damn game. Rebound. Damn.
Don't get your hopes up.
Rebound.
And there you see a grieving Sixers fan about to Gary lose.
Are you in the same boat with him?
I told him I didn't know why he was cheering earlier about false hopes.
I keep trying to tell you that the Heat are going to win, but I mean, I don't know what you're talking
about. Put out eventually, though. I don't care if they win now or not. They're going to get put out.
It's like your Sixers gonna get put in the first round.
I'll take it. We don't have Simmons. We missing a.
That was the last topic.
It wasn't.
We're gonna make it for yeah. That's the last one because we got to get your head out.
Come on, MB.
I appreciate everybody watching. Dennis, go ahead and end it. Thank you again. Be tuned in next week and everything, guys. We really appreciate you guys as always. You're tuning into our next show.
That's right.